So when I talk to women about our clothing not having pockets, I'll always hear someone who says, oh, well, it's because they just want us to buy all of their bags. And that's definitely a reason, but it goes so much deeper than that. And so much more disturbing. Hi everyone, it's Scrappy Treasures. I help you fix some of your most common clothing problems, and one of the most common clothing problems I'll always get is about pockets. You know, women's clothing doesn't really have pockets, or if it does, they're not really big enough for you to put anything in. They're like not functional at all. You know, if you want to learn how to lengthen pockets, I do have a video that I've linked up here. Recently, I've also created a free downloadable PDF to go with the video. It has a full detail of all the steps, and you can just check off where you are, and each of the steps actually links to its spot in the video. But today we're just going to talk about why this is a problem in the first place. So the very first reason, which I usually hear a lot of people say, so a lot of people are aware of this, is brands just want you to buy more things. And so they're going to create a need for you to buy more. And if they don't put pockets in your clothing, or if they make them small, you're going to have to need to wear a bag and buy a bag, right? So it definitely makes sense. That's 100% a reason. But my question to you is, then why don't they do the same thing with men? You know, it would make them more money, right? It would make them more money if men also had to buy bags. So why do they only do it for women? And that's where, oh, well, women's appearance is policed a lot more than men, you know, and brands, because of that, are able to make us believe that we need to buy 20 things, makeup, purses, you know, certain clothing, in order to hold this certain standard of what's acceptable. So then what are we saying? It really comes down to appearance, right? So then just think about it. If it really comes down to appearance, then it makes sense that they don't put pockets in your clothing, because if you're wearing like skinny jeans and it's hugging your hips, you know, if you put things in your pockets, it's going to be bulky. It's going to mess with the shape of the contours of your hips. But if you don't put anything in your pockets, then it's going to be smooth, it's going to be sleek, and guess what? Now you're making their clothing look better. Now you're a walking, talking marketing ad for this clothing brand to sell more of whatever their skinny jean is, right? So that's definitely a reason. They want women to look a certain way in their clothing, and adding pockets might ruin that look. Okay, but what about loose fitting clothing, right? Like, what if you're wearing a really flowy skirt? Like, what's wrong with adding pockets to that? And it's not about cost, because a lot of times I'll put fake pockets in things, and that takes just as much money to sew in that material and make the time for the fake pockets. So why not just make them real ones? So then, this is what I think is the most troubling reason, okay? Fashion designers forget sometimes. They're not even thinking that, oh, like, women want something functional. Because to them, they're just so focused on women looking a certain way, because they don't really think women want anything functional. They don't even think women are functional. They think women are just there for the looks. So, when this hit me one day, like when it just went off in my head like a light bulb, I was so angry. Okay, I was so angry about this. And this is not just my idea. This isn't just my own thought. People have been saying this for a while. There is this quote by Christian Dior that is sickening. Okay, it makes me so angry. He said, "Men have pockets to keep things in, women for decoration." Men have pockets to keep things in, women for decoration. This guy, Christian Dior, like this lead fashion designer, a man is saying this, a cis man is saying this. That is so frustrating, because that's not what women are saying at all. They don't want things for decoration, they want pockets for function. Sarah Koslovsky, a fashion designer, she has a quote that says, "I have to remind my students, if they're designing a $5,000 coat, that they might want a pocket." See, like, this is something she has to remind her students, meaning that they forget a lot. They forget that women want something functional, that women are functional. Melanie McManus, she said, the male-dominated fashion industry needs to listen up. Women need and want functional pockets in their clothing. Yes. Of course, brands should put pockets in their clothing, but we don't have to wait for them, okay? We can put pockets in our clothing ourselves, and that is what I have linked up here on how to extend your clothing pockets. I've created a free downloadable PDF. It's completely free. Just click the link below. This is designed to go along with my video. It has all the steps listed that you can just check off as you do them. And each of the steps you can click to go to that spot in the video where I'm going over it, because sometimes the tutorial gets a little bit long, and this way you can go back and forth to wherever you need. There's a little bit of math involved too, and so I have a worksheet in which you can put in all the numbers and you can see it and multiply it. It makes it so much easier with the worksheet, so definitely download that below. Alright, well that was it for today's video. Subscribe if you haven't already, like if you liked this video, and I will see you all soon. Okay, bye!